The following program is produced by students of the Brian Lamb School of Communication at Purdue University.
On this week's edition of Fast Track, we'll hear about a spring event and take you to Purdue Grand Prix to take a look at the fun and exciting activities.
We'll also take you to a music event to enjoy different genres of music produced by Purdue student bands, and we'll visit a production crew at the theater department to learn how they prepare for a unique theater performance.
Finally, we'll take you to two famous attractions in Lafayette to show you the beauty of nature and animals of a variety of species. Welcome back to Fast Track. We are bringing you the last show of the semester from outside of the Memorial Union. I'm John Rawlings.
And I'm Jenny Straub. The sun came out just in time for Purdue's Springfest. Every year, the university hosts this exciting event to showcase what students and faculty do during the year. Thousands of people attend from every age group, and the whole campus is filled with fun events and activities throughout the weekend. Reporter Emily Green has more on the story.
It's a beautiful day on campus and a perfect weekend for Purdue University's Springfest, where thousands of people have gathered to take part in various outdoor activities.
Springfest brings to light the fun part of education. Each school at Purdue hosts their own tent and set of activities to give people a taste of what they do during the semester. There is something to do for people of all ages at Springfest, and the activities take place from early morning to late afternoon. Danica Kirkpatrick, who has been the coordinator of this event for the last 10 years, says that Springfest is not only meant to be entertaining, but also educational.
Our goal for Springfest is for people and families to come and have a great time. We want them to enjoy Purdue University, to see the best of the university, and also to learn something while they're here.
One of the more popular activities at Springfest is the cricket spitting contest, where contestants practice and compete in an arena built specifically for the contest. While this may be a crowd favorite, there are many other things to love about Springfest, including goldfish racing, henna tattoo painting, fencing, news reporting, balloon animal making, and much more.
Girls, what has been your favorite part of Springfest so far?
Cake decorating, because we won first place doing the cake. Well, I ate the cookie with the chocolate. It just tasted like chocolate.
The cricket spitting contest, it was pretty fun.
My favorite part is to see the little ones exploring something new for the first time. There are a lot of things that as we grow up and we see different activities and learn different hands-on things, those kind of become secondhand to us. But to see those kids experience something science-related or with an animal for the first time, that's my favorite part about Springfest.
Springfest is an important event to Purdue as a university, but Danica Kirkpatrick also believes it helps students learn and appreciate their work on a more personal level.
I think that that's probably one of the most experiential learning activities that a student at Purdue can do, is to take something that they've learned and teach it to somebody else. And that definitely happens at Springfest.
Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Emily Green.
After a week of campus spring celebration among Purdue students and the community, the Purdue Grand Prix Association hosts the 57th Grand Prix. It is a high-speed, high-octane go-kart race that always leaves the crowd in awe. Fast Track reporter Billy Jones has more on the story.
On April 26th, the Purdue Grand Prix Foundation hosted the 57th annual Grand Prix race, or as they like to call it, the greatest spectacle in college racing. The race is a 160-lap or 50-mile go-kart race on the Purdue Grand Prix racetrack. It consists of 33 teams, each with their own kart and driver. Each team puts their own money, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into building their kart and getting everything ready for the race.
I was our crew chief. I helped manage, the things that happened in the pits, and also helped support the driver and tell him, ways to improve his driving, going around the corners and this and that and other things.
This year, just like every year, the race was full of intensity, excitement, and even a little bit of heartbreak.
was really cool. It was neat to be surrounded by teams of people who are really passionate about their drivers, to hear them cheer when they were passing people and gasping when they crashed or had any kind of engine problems. So
It was really neat. Great show of school spirit, both from younger children who have yet to be Boilermakers and from the alum who came back.
Drivers flew around corners and sped through straightaways, all in hopes of earning that coveted Grand Prix first place trophy. This year, driver Jimmy Simpson won his second consecutive Grand Prix championship.
We had almost no issues, kept it real clean the entire time. Everything kind of clicked and went in our direction. Great racing with these guys. They're all phenomenal drivers. All those front guys race really clean, and it's a pleasure to race with them. It was just phenomenal. Our pit stop was flawless. It couldn't have gone any better for us.
Simpson plans to race in next year's Grand Prix race as well. But until then, we will just have to wait once again to witness the excitement that is the Purdue Grand Prix race. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Billy Jones.
Coming up, we'll talk to different student musicians at Purdue and take you to the Battle of Bands to appreciate all kinds of music.
We'll also talk to a production crew to see how they work behind the scenes to prepare for their recent theater performance.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We are all Boilermakers, but we're also much more. We're history makers, exploring the farthest reaches of our universe, often when strapped to a rocket. We are hope makers, rebuilders of Haitian cityscapes who ensure they'll now withstand any disaster. We are difference makers, developers of drought-resistant crops that just might end world hunger. The fact is, what we make moves the world forward. We are Purdue, makers all.
I am an American.
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 That's the way most of us put it. Just matter of factly.
They're plain words, those four. You could write them on your thumbnail
or sweep them across the bright autumn sky. But remember, too, that they are more than just words.
They are a way of life.
So whenever you speak them firmly.
Speak them proudly. Speak them gratefully. I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
A sure sign of the return of warmer weather is the presence of live outdoor music. Battle of the Bands is an event organized by the Purdue Student Union Board. It's much more than a competition. It's about passion and originality. Fast Track reporter Alex Kaufman has more on the story.
Battle of the Bands is an event hosted every year by the Purdue Student Union Board, giving students a chance to listen to some homegrown live music.
We get to show off Purdue talent, which we don't get to do very often. Instead of bringing an artist like a local band, we get to show off the talent that we have here at Purdue.
And it's not just for the fans of live music. There are also some prizes at stake for the competitors.
They could potentially win a cash prize and the opportunity to open up for Life in Color, so it's a good deal.
There were several different styles of music represented this year, including acoustic, rock, Bengali folk tunes, and indie rock. And as these bands have different types of music, they also want to communicate different things to the audience.
We want to send that music has no language. That's I think our main message. When I sing U2 or when I sing Bengali folk tunes, I think all the language doesn't really matter. The tune itself transmits the message we're trying to send, and that would be our big message, that when it comes to music, the world is one.
Well, we just like to gain some new fans and friends because that makes us happy anytime we can do that. Because it's hard to play at venues here in West Lafayette because there's not many. Gray House has some shows sometimes, but other than that, it's really kind of sparse. So we love gaining new friends and fans that are local.
My biggest thing whenever I'm playing music is I consider it successful if I can get the audience to feel how I feel while playing.
All these bands have passion, but what they need most to win is originality.
Typically, if they play their own original song, that will get the judges' attention better. If they play in a different style of music, if it's just not the same tempo all the way through, just something different. Some things that we've heard this year from the demos is that people will sing in a different language, so that will definitely get the judges' attention because that's something that hasn't been done before.
These performers all have a love for what they do, but music means something different to each one of them.
Music to me is the greatest hobby in the world that you can take up, I think, and the best form of art as well.
Music means a lot to me because other than studies, that's like the only thing I do most of the time.
For me, music is the purest way to express myself, because it'll transcend any boundary, whether it's language, race, age, anything. It's pretty universal, and that's probably the biggest thing for me, is being able to communicate to people.
Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Alex Kaufman.
Speaking of music, students and professors within the theater department have been working on combining traditional theater with electronic dance music and audience interaction. For 2 nights in May, the Mallet Theater will be turned into an EDM nightclub. Reporter Jenna Wild has the story.
An experimental theatre piece has been the talk of campus this semester. The show, Choices, is turning the Mallet Theatre into an EDM club for 2 nights. Months of preparation has gone into this unique theatrical experience.
My role in Choices is sort of twofold. Part of it is I'm designing, an awesome EDM concert lighting and, trying to create as much excitement in this sort of club atmosphere. But at the same time, we're also going to be telling a story throughout that. So in that case, it's a little more traditional theatrical lighting design of, lighting the actors and making sure everyone can see what's going on. I think really what our hope is that it's going to be an exciting experience for anyone who shows up and a unique experience.
Although the cast and crew are reluctant to give away too much about the show, many students have used social media to find out more about the piece after its album release in January.
Well, there's all sorts of different mediums that we found out about it. There's Twitter, they're on Facebook. It's just pretty much everywhere you look, you can find something about this club.
It's gonna be party, music, no drinky, so we gotta do that pre and post.
There's gonna be a game, right?
Oh yeah.
We need to bring our phones.
How to bring your smartphones. Yeah. There's gonna be all sorts of different activities that are going on with this show. It seems like
Avidity was the first
Oh
thing.
yeah,
It was
party.
Just,
That was a blast.
Yeah, It was just kind of in the ether, It was just kind of like whispers in the mountains. It was very Lord of the Rings, and then Avidity kind of solidified it.
Yeah, and right after that, we could download the album from Backcomp.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm listening to it all the time. I have it on my phone.
I blare it in the bathroom. My favorite is Rubber Booty Buggy Bumper. It involves horns, which arouse me, and it is just a killer beat. Really gets the old loins vibrating.
Backstage, the MC has been preparing for the opening night on May the 2nd.
What's up? Welcome to my temple. I'm the MC. I'm going to show you around today. So just take a look around. We're standing on the dance floor right now, where in a couple months it's just going to be booty to booty to booty all across the space. We got this badass sound system in here. We got 11 surround sound speakers. Not many clubs can say that, so this is kind of a special thing. But this is our mothership. This is the beautiful gem in the nights of West Lafayette. This is the stage. Let me take you up there and I'll show you what's going on. Watch your step now, because you don't want a trip coming up here. All right, so this is where half the magic happens. We got this beautiful, beautiful table here. Down here, this is where we're doing all our video projections. We're gonna have all kinds of crazy videos going on, and these two Macs here, they're powering the whole machine. It's like the brain of the beast right there. We're also gonna play a game with your smartphone, so you can take out your iPhone or you can take out your mom's Motorola Razr and play along with us. It doesn't matter. We got all kinds of stuff here for you. Soon enough, this is going to be Lightingville. There's going to be a lighting board here, making all of this massive amount of lights. We got moving lights, we got blinding lights, we got some sort of picture box thing going around the entire stage. It's all going to be controlled right up here and synced to the music. We got lasers. This is the Wally laser. It's a technical name for it. over here, this is my land. This is where I like to hang out. Right now I just have a script, but soon enough I'm gonna have this whole DJ setup where I'm gonna make some magic happen, play some beats, play some sound effects, do all kinds of stuff. To my left, young Alex Diaz is gonna be controlling some sound as well, using this awesome Ableton controller and his keyboard here that we're saving for something very special during the show. I'm gonna leave that as a surprise.
To find out more about Choices, see photos, or download the album, visit theediameter.com. I'm Jenna Wild, reporting for Fast Track.
After the break, we'll visit the Celery Bog, a good place for a relaxing walk.
We'll also take you to the Columbian Park Zoo to observe and interact with animals of different species.
That we do, and we try and
You, yeah, you. Have you ever dreamed of being on TV? Well, in the Brian Lamb School of Communication, we do more than that. You can learn about camera operation, lighting techniques, live TV shows, real client PSAs, weekly news productions, and more. For more information about the video production programs, visit our website or the advising office.
I am poised under pressure. I led Purdue to a come-from-behind victory in my first start. I am focused on the field and in class. I draw inspiration from the cradle of quarterbacks. I am Rob Henry, and I am a Boilermaker.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The Lafayette area has 27 miles of trails for people to walk, run, or bike on. These trails and surrounding wildlife attract people from all over the community. Students may not know about these nearby trails or even the Celery Bog, one of the most unique habitats in this part of Indiana. Fast Track reporter Sarah Miller has more on the story.
Life at Purdue may be busy and fast-paced, but there is a piece of nature close by that can take students away from the stressful campus atmosphere and into the tranquility of nature. Celery Bog is the name of the wetland just over a mile north of campus and is where prairie, savanna, woodland, and wetland ecosystems merge together in one place. The name Celery Bog comes from immigrants from Holland who farmed the land in the 1920s, with celery being their specialty crop. Though it was a bog at the time, the area has transformed into a wetland over the years.
The DNR, Department of Natural Resources, has actually designated this property as a significant ecological site, which means that it's not real common to have this type of wetland in this part of the state. So they have indicated that this is really an important place to have people come out and learn about the environment.
Local officials realized the benefits of this habitat and purchased the land to save it from development. In 1999, the Lilly Nature Center was built to protect the bog and to bring people closer to nature while educating them about the wildlife. Sam Polsthwaite was a Purdue biology professor for 38 years. He is one of the many visitors who enjoys the bog, and he also contributes his skills and expertise to the Nature Center.
I started walking to watch the woods awaken, and then I continued doing that, and some people began to join me.
Sam started to walk the 2.5-mile trail bordering the wetland 8 years ago. With his vast knowledge of the wildlife and natural charisma, Sam keeps the group entertained. As he explains, it is more than just a walk.
But it wasn't really a walk. It was a visit to that area on a weekly basis, and just really standing in awe of life itself, and looking at all of the kinds of organisms that lived around the bog and through the woods and in the prairie area.
Sam started taking pictures of his encounters when he began his walks 8 years ago. His wildlife photography can be found in the Nature Center, but will also be used for an upcoming mobile application. This celery bog application will be comprised of all of Sam's photos and will help visitors to learn the common names of the plants that inhabit celery bog. For Sam, that means his photographs will continue to bring people closer to nature for decades to come. In the end, he simply hopes that people take the time to appreciate life in all its forms, all around us.
I hope that we are intelligent enough that our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren can, and we save enough of the natural things that they will be able to also just sit and contemplate life.
For more information about Celery Bog, opportunities the Nature Center provides, or upcoming events, you can visit them off of Limburg Road or online at the West Lafayette City page. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Sarah Miller.
Having seen the uniqueness of the celery bog, we are taking you to another nearby attraction. The Columbian Park Zoo has been a part of the Lafayette community for over a century and is dedicating to educating the public about wildlife and conservation. The zoo is opening for the spring and the animals are eager to get some visitors. Reporter Kirsten Clearwater has more.
The Columbian Park Zoo is one of the oldest zoos in Indiana. It has been a part of the Lafayette community since 1908 when it showcased animals like foxes, prairie dogs, lynx, and a wolf. The zoo has gone through many changes throughout its over 100-year history, but it is still committed to the education and protection of Earth's wildlife. The zoo officially opened for the season over the weekend to crowds of people eager to see the over 190 animals that call Columbian Park home.
You can come on in. We have multiple exhibits that you can walk through, such as the farm and the wallabies. We also have bald eagles, we have turkey vultures, we have prairie dogs. You can pop up in the tunnels right next to the prairie dogs and check those guys out. We also have some primates, monkeys and gibbons are going to be on a display as well.
The zoo houses over 90 species of animals from all over the world, as well as species from Indiana. The zoo has a special family farm exhibit that showcases a typical farm found in Indiana and throughout the Midwest. The exhibit has goats, chickens, a miniature horse, a llama, and many other animals that visitors can interact with while learning about the importance of agriculture.
And we also are going to be expecting baby goats out in the family farm. Their due date is any day now, so in the next few weeks you'll start seeing little baby goats.
The Wallaby Walkabout gives visitors a glimpse of the Down Under with animals all native to Australia. Visitors get to walk through the exhibit while the wallabies hop all around them. As visitors walk, they get to see the emus, which are the largest birds native to Australia.
We also have joeys out in the wallaby lot. So as you walk through the wallaby lot, you'll be able to find multiple little joeys peeking their head out.
One of the favorite exhibits of guests is the North American River Otter exhibit, which is home to 3 very playful otters. Guests get a great view of the otters with a large underwater viewing window, which lets visitors get up close to the fun antics of these creatures.
I love the otters. That's something my sisters and I share. Just watching them swim around is really fun.
The Columbian Park Zoo has a new attraction that is opening this season.
We actually are opening up our train depot today on opening day. We actually have a train depot, all brand new with model train cars inside so people can load up there for the train outside of the Columbian Park Zoo. The model train is of the city of Lafayette, so you can actually stay in there and watch the model trains going around on tracks while they're waiting to load up on our train on the Columbian Park Express.
There are many animals to see at the Columbian Park Zoo, and these animals are very excited to put on a show for guests. The zoo is located in the middle of Columbian Park, and the spring hours are from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Admission is free to everyone, so come and explore the many exhibits. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Kristen Clearwater.
That's all we have time for on this semester's last edition of Fast Track. Thanks for watching. I'm Jenny Straub.
And I'm John Rawlings. We all look forward to seeing you again in the fall.